โอเคมาแล้วแป๊บนึงนะแป๊บนึงโอเคมาแล้ววันนี้ก็คือเล่นถึงกี่ทุ่มวะจะเล่นถึง1 ทุ่มไม่ได้เล่นถึง2 ทุ่มเพราะว่ามันจะได้ยาวๆไงจะเล่นถึง2 ทุ่มแล้ว3 ทุ่มจะไปสตรีมเกมDarkinซึ่งจะเปลี่ยนเวลาแล้วเพราะว่าจะเล่นเกมในเรื่องคือวันจันทร์กับวันอังคารจะเล่นจนถึง2 ทุ่มแป๊บนึงนะเอาอะไรนะกลับมาแล้วโน้ตใช้โอเคเริ่มเล่นแล้วกันโอเคสตอรี่อยู่แล้วจ้าที่จริงเคยเล่นมาแล้วเมื่อก่อนนะเราจะเล่นโหมด normal หรือ hard ดีเราเป็นคนจริงอยู่แล้ว normal ไงสัตว์ เราไม่เล่น hard เราจะเล่นแบบให้มันจบเว้ยมันไม่ได้เล่นท้าทายขนาดนั้นอาเบรีนอ่านถูกเปล่าปีพันเท่าไหร่วะเมื่อกี้ดูไม่ทันเท่าไหร่วะอ๋อปี1910โอ้ยเฮีย100 ปีก่อนโอ้ยพนมโอ้โหมาอย่างเท่ครับเดินขนาดเดินอย่างเท่แม้ชุดจะลุ่งลิ่งก็ตามทีผมไม่รู้จักคุณเลยก็ไม่อยากจะเชื่อกันเมื่อหลายปีแล้วSilas Greaves Bounty Hunter นั่นเหรอใช่แล้วคุณมาทำอะไรที่นี่แค่ผ่านมาเห็นนี้เพื่อมาทำธุระสักหน่อยท่านครับถ้าเป็นเกียรติผมจะขอเลี้ยงเบียร์คุณได้ไหมครับโอ้ก็เป็นเกียรติมากที่ขอดื่มแชมป์มอลลี่ผมดรอปและนี่แจ็คแอนด์สตีฟส่วนด้านหลังคือเบนผมขอพนันเลยว่า
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
แปลไม่ได้บางคำ
Don't believe everything you read in
ก็ไม่อยาก
that
อย่าไป
novel.
เชื่อทุกสิ่งที่อยู่ในโนเวลนั้นเลย
First man I hunted was back when I was riding with
ฉัน
Billy
เคย
the
ล่า
Kid.
You
บิลลี่
knew
นี่
Billy the
นี่คุณ
Kid?
รู้จักบิลลี่เดอะคิด
Damn
เนี่ย
right.
ใช่
That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10
ไม่
stars
เคยได้ยิน
off
ว่าเขา
any
รวบรวม
crooked
ตา
lawman who crossed it.
ของในอำเภอมาหมด
It was a war, boy.
มันเป็นสงครามเลยหนู
And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
นี่ได้ทำการเล่าเรื่องอดีตของตัวเอง ในสมัยก่อนตอนหนุ่มๆย้อนไปเมื่อกี่ปีต้องดูก่อน
It was about 30 years ago.
เมื่อ 30 ปีก่อน
Billy was hiding out
บิลลี่
in
ได้
an
หลบ
abandoned
ซ่อน
farm
อยู่
near
ที่ฟาร์มที่อยู่
Stinking
ใกล้
Spring.
ๆ Stinking Spring
I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that son of a bitch dead, let me tell you what happened that
อยู่
day.
กูก็ได้เลยเหรอ
I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha.
สนุกกันเหรอ
No, Steve.
ไม่อะ
The
เจ๊
other kind of funny.
มันไม่ได้สนุกขนาดนั้นเนาะ อ๋อทางนี้มาเดี๋ยวโชว์การเป็นคาวบอยสุดเจ๋งให้ดู
I knew those two morons
ฉัน
would
รู้
never
ว่า
let
มี
me through. I had no choice.
Is he with us?
เรียบร้อยง่ายๆไม่ต้องนึกอะไร
Was
มาก
it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett, his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out of it. So that's just what I did.
เขาเรียกว่า The Matrix เว้ยเอ้ยเฮ้ยเอาเว้ย
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
ชึบมาเลยพวกเวนมาจะสู้หัว
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
โอ้เวน
Still, one of
Whoa.
them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. Would be a turkey shoot from up there.
เห็นปะเฮดช็อตไปเลย
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
มาเลยพวกนี้มา
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks. Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiots!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as
จ่อ
bad.
มา
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly
เรียบ
endless
ร้อย
supply
ตาย
of
ให้หมด
ammo.
อะมึง
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave, and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Bolton.
in a track.
'Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
อ๋อใช่
So you were
เดี๋ยว
friends
นะ
with
ฉันไป
Billy
เป็น
the
เพื่อน
Kid.
กับบิลลี่ได้แต่เมื่อไหร่
Yeah, sort of.
เอามา
Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do
Wow.
us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies,
Hey,
but they
wow.
just kept on coming. and Charlie got hit.
เออ
They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy.
ทึบทึบ
Get to the other side.
ว้าวว้าวสายตาอีโก้ไหนวะนี่เราจะโดนก็ไม่รู้ว้าวนี่แน่เดี๋ยวต้องไปแล้วต้องลุยแล้วนี่
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatlin, Billy shouted.
ย่อ
Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. He directed that order at me.
มาพวกมึง
I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young
ชุบ
men
ชุบ
have.
ชุบอ๋อ
What are you saying, old man?
เรียบร้อยเฮดช็อต
Jack, he's just joshing with you.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr.
Bên nghe là
Graves,
mừng.
please continue.
Please call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
ฟาดแมม
Making my way past a passel of fallen folk.
เรียบร้อยเฮียนหมดจ้า
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
ป๊อปป๊อปป๊อปป๊อปมอลตี้
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
มาจะสู้กูเหรอ
Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir.
Yeah,
That
mhm.
backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin
ต่อ
star.
นี่ฉากดวลปืน โอ้โหอย่างดูดีดูเท่ ดูเก๋ดูสมาร์ท
Challenged him to a showdown.
คุณท้าดู
You
กับเขา
read
เหรอ
that in a dime novel?
นายอ่าน
It
ดั
said
น
he
นะว่า
showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
โอเคดวลปืนกันมาในอำเภอ เฮด
And
ช็อต
that
ไปเลย
you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that penny dreadful said? No,
Mai,
boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett.
ฉันไม่ได้พบกับเพจแกรี่
So
ซะ
let me start again.
ได้ขอย้อนไปอีกที
Finally
นึง
reach
นี่
those damn stables. Stepped inside, and bam!
แอนแบมแล้วกูก็สลบเลยแป๊บนึงนะแป๊บนึงนะ
That was just the beginning.
โอเคก็ถือว่าได้แล้ว จบชัตเตอร์แรก ไปต่อชัตเตอร์ต่อไปเลย ไปแบบรวดเร็ว
So what happened? Did
นี่
Garrett
เกิดอะไร
arrest
ขึ้น
you?
เนี่ยแกรี่พบใช่
After I came
แล้วแต่
to,
ที่ฉันเป็น
bastard had
Hey,
caught
bye,
me
naman.
with his colt.
ได้ไอ้โซ
And the kids
แล้ว
surrendered.
คิดก็ยอมแพ้งั้นเหรอ
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive,
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
ยอดคาร์บอยจริงกูนี้มาเริ่มต่อ
It's important to know that I was
สิ่ง
only
สำคัญที่ฉัน
riding
รู้
with
คือ
Billy so I could find the
วิลลี่ได้
bastard I was after.
ลินคอนจิลลินคอนจัว
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence.
ใครยิงกัน
Luckily, it was right around then that I heard
โชคดี
Billy
จริง
make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape
ฉัน
too.
เองนะเอาละได้กุญแจแล้ว
My first order of business was finding a firearm. เป็นไงนะยังไม่ได้เปลี่ยนปกไงลืมกูก็ว่าอยู่แป๊บนึงนะแป๊บนึงยังไม่ทันเปลี่ยนปกคลิป เวนรีบเกินไปไงจะลืมเปลี่ยนปกคลิปเลยจะรับได้ไหมเธอถึงวันนั้นทุกอย่างที่เธอฝันโอเคเรียบร้อยแก้ติดดิบเปลี่ยนป๊อบเรียบร้อยบันทึกเสร็จแล้วต่อดิเปิดมาไม่มีอะไรไปลุยว้าว Luckily, I located Deputy
โคตรโชคดีอีกแล้ว
Bob mean-ass shotgun.
ได้ลูกซองมาให้ใช้ละโว้ยนี่เสียงดังอย่างกับสายฟ้าอย่างกับฟ้าผ่าป๊อปออริโกช็อตกัน
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
มาได้เวลาเป็นดูมกายแล้วกูมาดูมกายพร้อมออกโรงแล้ว
The kids escaped raised a huge ruckus. Hell yeah, that scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer.
มาแล้วดูมกายออกโรงแล้วเว้ย
You hardly had to aim the damn thing. Guards were everywhere looking for it. I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms.
ไม่ใช่ตรงนี้ผมก็งงอยู่มันไปต่อที่ไหนวะลืมแล้วไปครับย้อนนี่
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
โอ้เจ็บจี๊
I
ด
tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
โอ้มันกระตุกงี้โอ้ไม่
But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me.
ไอ้อยู่อะไร
Apparently, some
You
of
got
them
the
thought I was
mic.
Billy.
You hooligans go to hell.
มาอยู่กันทำไม ไม่ต้องพูดมาก
Kids
ไป
share a certain similarity in build and color.
ไป
I
เลย
was
พวก
just
มึง
glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
They're shooting in the street.
เฮ้ย
There's children here.
So much lead was whizzing by my head,
ชุบ
it
ชุบ
was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed
เอาเว้ยมา
a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for
Aye.
that four-legged grass eater. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. They prize him too high, if you ask me.
ชุบชุบดูมกายมาเองมาแจ๋ว ไปพูดอะไรวะ
But where was the kid while you were
เดี๋ยว
busy
อัปเกรด
getting
ก่อน
shot at?
Gone. And
Whoa.
that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
แตก แตก แตก
Begging for decency?
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
ว้าวมาดิว่าว้าว
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because
โอ้
everybody in
โอ้
Lincoln would be
รี
dead.
โหลดก่อนเลยเงียบ
No.
Bye,
They
now.
all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a
Whoa,
posse
whoa.
to put me down.
เยอะเยอะ
He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was
Oh,
doubly
my.
pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play 'em.
เฮดช็อตหนึ่งเฮดช็อตสองฮึบว้าวว้าวเอามาสิเอามาเอามาอุ๊บอุ๊บอุ๊บมาว้าวเอาวะสองปืนไปเลยไปให้หมดเกลียงยัง
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Sure he did. Dispatched him right after he shot
on.
Deputy Bell.
No, sir.
ไม่ท่าน
Bob
เพราะ
came
บ๊อบ
right
นั้น
up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob. I said, I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He
บ๊อบ
intended
ใน
to
อำเภอ
kill
พุง
me,
พุย
and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
รียบร้อย
Some say I fought unfairly,
เฮดช็อต
but they weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day. That Garrett
ไม่ต้องคิดอะไร
gunned down
มาก
Billy
เฮด
3
ช็อต
months
ไปเลย
later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Dishonor ไอ้เหี้ย Dishonor เลย Dishonor ไปเลยกูไม่มีเกียรติยศอยู่แล้วยิงก็
So
ยิง
where'd
แม่ง
you
คน
go
นี้
after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job with the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The Cowboys
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
I will kill you มาพร้อมลุยเมื่อด่านต่อไปให้กูถือปืนนี้
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man. Over there!
โอ้แม่งเห็นกูอีก
I did my best to help those poor bastards. Shoot that son of a bitch!
ไปสลบไป
Moments
มึง
later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many
โอ้ตายเรียบ
passengers
เล
were
ย
still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like
Whoa.
Apaches often do. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground, whatever else they had.
โอ้
Yet the
เวน
Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to
Ooh.
the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
ไม่พลาดสักนัดครับ
I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks.
Whoop.
I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was in the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to find my way past these other assholes first.
แม่งเอ้ยเล่นยิงกูเรื่อยๆเลยนะ
I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men.
โอเคมา
I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
โอ้โอ้โอ้ยเหี้ยยิงแม่งยิงกูมาเรื่อยๆเลยเว้ย
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
ลองชอย
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
ว้าวไปเลยลุยโกยละกู
I ran ahead as as if the devil himself was after me.
อย่าตามกูมา
Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because
ไปทางไหนก็ไปแล้วกู
if Clanton and his men caught up
ไม่งั้นตามไปเพียบเลย
as I was scurrying around those
เฮ้ย
caves. I
เฮ้ย
thought,
เฮ้ยเฮ้ย
what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this. Nowhere to run. I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
อ้าย
And that's when something miraculous happened.
เย้ยตัวไร
Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be
อะไรครับ
lucky
เนี่ย
than good, and he would know.
เอาโว้ยไม่รู้ไม่ชี้แล้ว
And imagine my
Oh,
surprise when I found
dynamite.
a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn
เอา
the
ละ
tables.
ไปไหนต่อเนี่ยโอ้ย
Time
ยิง
for
กัน
the
มาแล้ว
prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it.
Hey,
They
hey,
were
hey.
right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was
อ๋อ
done. The old
ซิก
man's
แซกซิกแซก
boys were
หลบแบบ
not
เดินไม่ทิ้ง
expecting. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
มาเลย เอ้ย วุ
It was finally
Whoa,
time
whoa,
for that
whoa,
old man
whoa.
to pay for his sins.
เฮดช็อตไปองเล่นฉากใหญ่แคงกี้โอ้โหโอแมนแคนตันเล่นใช้ปืนนี้
I
เลย
yelled
อ่ะ
out at the top of my lungs. Clinton, I'm coming for you. A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly
Bertie.
honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough
Uh-oh.
bullets to last him till kingdom come.
โอ้โห
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
เกือบแล้วเกือบแล้วมันก็ยิงมาเรื่อยๆเลยเว้ย วกโอ้ยเฮ้ย
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
โอ้ชิตโอ้จัดยิงโดนอยู่ทีนึงบ้าบอบ้าบอโอ้โอ้กดผิดบ้าบอบ้าบอ มายิงใครยิงก็เรียบร้อย
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive.
ดีอย่างสักที
Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
แล้วก็ได้แต้มมาอย่างดีเยี่ยม
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo.
ทีนี้
I
โอ
had
เค
tracked
ไหมยัง
him
ไม่
and
รู้
the
เลย
cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
เอาวะลองดู
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys. Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down.
เฮดช็อตหนึ่ง
So when I showed up,
เฮดช็อต
that's
สอ
who
ง
they thought I was.
อย่าดูถูกฉันนะ ฉันเก่งสุดยอดไปเลยว้าว
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
อ๋อมาเต็มเลยวะ
But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away
เอา
unscathed.
สิมึงจะเอาจะสู้กูเหรอ
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
Hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
เอ้ย
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken it.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. He never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
เดี๋ยวเอากระสุนแป๊บหนึ่งโอเคลุยเดี๋ยวไอ้นี่ก่อนมาเลยลองคอมโบ
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do
ลุ
with
ย
it.
ลุยลุย
He
ลุ
was
ย
just
ลุย
being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal.
Excuse me, sir. I have a
อ่า
question.
ผมมีคำถามว่าไงเดี๋ยว
After old man
หลัง
Clanton
จาก
died,
ตาย
and his son take
ทำไม
over
ลู
the
กชายเขา
Cowboys.
ไม่มา
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
มาโว้โว้โว้
Though it wasn't easy as
มา
those
เล
boys
ย
had
กู
good
พร้อมลุยอยู่
cover.
แล้วมา Here I come เรียบร้อย
Parts
หมด
everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
ไปไหนต่อ โอเค ไปทางนี้
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear
ปืนนี้ดี
stream
ไหม
that led to a verdant valley that was
โอ
truly
เคน่าปืนนี้เลยด้วยกัน
painted. What happened next?
well. Finally, the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Okay, ไปทางไหนต่อ Whoa.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
มาเลยเว้ย ตัวร้าย Curly Bill
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's
Oh
nature.
shit
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil.
ฮึโอ้โอ้โอ้โดนลุมยิง ไปไหน เรียบร้อย
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo
มันรอ
was
เองนะ
nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo because
เอ
he was
อ
found dead in
เละ
a different
ฝั่งมันเละ
location
เลย
altogether.
To this day, his
คิด
killer is
สู้กับ
still
สุด
unknown.
ยอดนักฆ่าเหรอ
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass
Oh,
to
boy,
West
why,
Turkey
Bob?
Creek Canyon.
Wow คราวนี้ใครละเนี่ย Next in line to take over Johnny Ringo เอาเว้ยดวลปืนนั่นเหรอ
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
ตายคู่เอาไหม
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
เรียบร้อย
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Honorable Kill นี่เดี๋ยวมีเกียรตินะจ๊ะ
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
ดีโอเคโอ้เหมือนแบบยุคก่อนเลยโอเคเริ่มแล้วมา
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick.
มาลุย
As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape. And that's where I thought I'd find him.
ไป
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has
ย่อง
the
ย่อง
cojones to come
เบา
after
เบา
us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
As my late father pointed out more than once,
โอ้
God made men. Samuel Colt made them equal.
ลองช็อตไปเลยโอ้โอ้
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine.
ได้นะมา
So I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those
ว่า
riches.
ลืมดูทาง
There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers,
คิดจะสู้กูเหรอฮะ
like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and
โอ้
Charlie Crow, the blacksmith.
รีโหลดเร็วขึ้นโว้ย
James, who worked in the stable.
มา
Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived
โอ้ย
a
โดนลุ
double
มยิง
life.
โอ้ my god มา เฮ้ย โ เคอ๋อน่าสนใจปืนนี้มาปุ๊บ
Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam.
Oh, wow.
Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot.
ไอ้ดี
That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand
Oh, shit.
while stealing them blind with the other.
เอ้ย
He set up a defensive
Hey.
perimeter which I
Hey.
had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individuals. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny.
ก็ไม่ใช่นะโอเคลุย
But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back.
ไป
So
ทาง
my
นี้
first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal.
เฮ้ยมี
I
ทาง
saw
เฉ
an
ย
entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
ไม่เอาช็อตกันจะบ๊อบ
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's
ใคร
easy
สั่ง
to
ใคร
get
สอน
all
ให้ปาระเบิด
turned
ที่เหมือง
around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
เปิดได้เฮ้เอาเหรอเอาเหรอเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวก็ยิงไม่เลยไม่รู้ว่าพลาดอีกแก
This is why I do not like heights. Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere,
อย่ายิงกันในนี้สิวะ
one wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad blasted tube.
ชิบหายมึง
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic. โอ้ย It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
มาลุยมาโอเคทางนี้
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution, because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder.
ว้า
I needed to make a leap of faith.
ล่วง
I was determined not to give up, however.
เกือบแล้วจ้า
That Sheriff Plummer seemed quite a despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old
มาเลย
and I had made it my mission to settle that score come
Hey,
hell or
yeah.
high water. But
มาเลย
first,
สวัสดีน้อง
I
เช
would
น
have to make a choice.
มาลุยเลยคาวบอยลุย
Take
อา
the
ละวาดเลยมึง
elevator or climb the ladder.
ปึ๊บ
I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise.
ปึ๊บ
I was
มา
warmed up already,
มา
so what the hell?
ถอยไปเฮ้ยให้ยิงไปไงหรือเปล่าเอาไงต่อวะเรื่องเล่าคุณมีเกี่ยวกับหรือว่าต้องยิงเชือกก็ไม่ได้ช่วยอะไรเลยทำอ๋อนี่ไงอ๋อไอ้เหี้ยทางเดิม
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
ว้าว
Nevada City.
ลบไปเดอะแมทริก
Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well, he
Whoa.
was the sheriff of both places one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
ปุ๊บปุ๊บปุ๊บปุ๊บตรงนี้มันอ๋อชัดเลยโอ้มันระเบิดนี่หว่าเอางี้เลยเหรอ
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
I'm going all medieval on your ass.
ไปไหน
I can shoot too.
เย้ย
Cocksucker is smarter than he looks.
เฮดช็อตไปเลย
Come on, boys. Take this cocksucker out.
เอาสิว่ามา
Sorry, son of a bitch.
มายัง
They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up. You can shoot, but can you aim? Why don't you just join the
โอ้โอ้โอ้โอ้
I'm putting you down.
เรียบร้อยเฮดช็อตไปเลย
That's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold.
กูน่ะของจริง
Now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
อู้เรื่องเล่าของคุณลุงคนนี้มันช่าง
So,
ดูเดือด
did
เหลือ
you
เกิน
finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene.
Kansas.
Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast.
Ringer
But John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
จอห์นเวสลีย์ฮาร์เดน
Hell, He killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
คิดว่าจะถึง EP ชัตเตอร์ไหนวะเนี่ย
I dodged death many a time. And that
เดี๋ยว
night
มาถึงก็เอาเลยเหรอ
I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
I thought the Texas Rangers got hardened.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was holding a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres.
มานี่ก่อนเลยลุยyou stay away ถ้ามันอยู่ไปทางไหนไปทางนี้โอเค
The very same saloon we're sitting in
Whoa.
today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me.
มีแต่เลือดมีแต่ศพโอ้ใครมาเนี่ย Oh my god
Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer.
เขาเป็นนักฆ่า
By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
ชื่อเธอนี้
Freezing with giblets on. Ain't right, we got
Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. As most of them were wanted as well. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the bull's head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their FA of my unwelcomed presence.
โอเครีโหลดนี่แหละเนี่ยเหรอ
Can't believe you keep missing.
Whoa.
Stop that son of a bitch!
Let the boys know we got another law dog.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Ooh. โอเคมันอยู่ไหนอีกโอเค
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better. Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers.
ตายให้เฮี้ยน
Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story. I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
มามือผู้
I
มา
think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
เจอแน่เบิ้งนี่ไงโอเคตรงนี้
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me. In fact, I felt a certain hostility. I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived. As a moment later, I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
เฮ้ยเอาแล้วก็มาทันทีมาอย่างเท่ first kill at 15หล่อเท่หนวดโค้ง
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. That man was faster than grease lightning, but being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
เห็นหน้านี่จะหมาย
So
มื
he
อสิ
didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison.
ไม่เขาถูกส่งไป
Years
เป็นนะ
later, after he was free,
ท่านส่งเขาไปเป็น
some restless Avenger
แต่
took his life.
1 ปีต่อมา
Shot him in
อิ
the
สระ
back in a saloon, just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
ขอเบียร์แก้วหนึ่งแบน
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.
ถ้าเธอเหนื่อยล้าจงเดินเข้าป่าอย่างน้อยก็ไม่ต้องบอก
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven.
Oh, long time ago, on a mountain
Grey
far,
Wolf was a
far away.
Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
โอ้ยไก่
Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move. He led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
เอาละเธอนี้ไปเช็คแมปสิโอเคไปทางนู้น
They saw me before I saw them.
เย้ยป้าชาวอินเดียแดมมึงเล่นถือปืนไรเฟิลกันเลยเหรอ
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting has started, there was no backing down.
อยู่ไหนกันวะฉันจะสอนที่ไหน
They saw me before I saw them.
กว่าจะโดนเฮียว้าวอ้ายเยอะอันนี้แหละใส่กระสุนแป๊บหนึ่งโอ้น้ำซัดแบบรัวๆด้วยปืนนี้ละกันเอาใช่ไหมเป็นไงล่ะครับจะสู้กับคาร์บอยงั้นเหรอชาวอินเดียแดนเอ้ย
It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there. I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Cube. มาพวกอินดีแดน
Find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout. เรียบร้อย A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure angry cussedness.
แล้วจะไปไงวะทางนี้
See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
บ้าบอไปไหน โอเค
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, man. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars.
มา
They thought
มา
it was
มา
haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
เฮ้ย
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones. ไปไปไป
How come you know so much about Indians?
A few years back, I was married to 2 Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since. I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid.
แต่งเต็มยศกูนึกหัวหน้าเผ่าขนเต็มหัว
And I
เลย
sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me. As his story unfolded in my mind,
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow, I have no tears.
he said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the
มา
soul
ดี
of the
มา
dead
ดี
summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes.
โอ้
And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
ยิงให้ยับยิงให้ยับ
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap.
มา
But suddenly
หมดยัง
one just appeared.
อะไรอ่ะ
Like a miracle.
จู่ๆก็มีบันไดขึ้นมาโอ้แปลกเลยที่
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside,
ดู
perched
ทาง
on
นู้น
the
เอ
edge
ง
of the precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of
โอเค
faith, but
ยั
no
งเกาะ
way
ได้
in
อยู่
hell I was turning back. I chased after him, determined to
มึง
make
จะ
him
ไปไหน
explain the meaning
ไอ้
of all
ท่าน
that
ผู้
mumbo
นำกลุ่มอา
jumbo.
บาเช่เนี่ย
Mumbo Jumbo is right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens.
ชด
Well, maybe
ชด
not
ชดชด
dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady.
เฮดช็อต
I had a steep climb up
ยิง
creek
ให้
ahead of
เก
me
ลี้ยง
and
ยิงให้
scrambled
เก
up
ลี้ยง
those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you
โว้
know
โว้
it,
โว้
that
อะไรแบบ
crafty
แบบ
son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100
โอ้ให้
Apaches
ค่า
around.
หมดนี่นะ
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out.
Oh.
Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
แม่เอ้ยมาโอ้โดนฟันหน้ามาใครสู้คนอย่างกูฮะไอ้นี่โอเคมาจากทวีตฮะอ๋อน้องฟ้า
Appeared before me that I
น้อง
had
ฟ้า
not
นี่เอง
seen before.
จำได้ยิ้มมาจากเมื่อคืน
I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like
Whoa.
that son of a bitch disappeared into
Hey.
thin air.
แต่คนเป็นหมอปลาได้ยังไงฉันไม่เข้าใจเอาหอนเลยเอาแล้วก็จบ EP นี้เนี่ยนะอย่าง
And
นี้เลย
never did collect my goddamn bounty.
อะไรแม่
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Dalton Brothers อ๋อพี่น้อง Dalton เหรอน่าสนใจนะ
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up
ตาย
arms
นี่
that
เล
day.
ยวะ
Fighting on the side of right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
เอาวะต้องมาจัดการพี่น้องต่อต้านตะแล้วพร้อมยังมันพร้อมแล้วนั้นเราก็ลุยสิเพ่มากระหน่ำเลย
It was early morning. One of my
เอาวัน
friends
นี้
was
อยู่
a
แล้ว
local gunsmith, and he handed out
มาพร้อม
firearms
เลย
to anybody who'd take one. You see,
Oh,
the Daltons got it in
okay.
their heads to rob two banks at the same time. Two banks on the same damn street.
ไปลุย
Story was Bob
ทำไมให้กระสุนมาแค่นี้
was
เนี่ย
always riding him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up. Well, the locals recognized the
My boy.
Daltons right off. Before they
Oh,
could get
Kananan.
away, half the town took up arms to defend
Yeah.
their property.
We got us an eater. Put some holes in him.
โอเคเกลียง
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
เอาสิจะสู้มือปืนกูนะ
Gotta make a move.
เร็วไปนะเว้ย
Tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty
ตาย
hunter
หนึ่ง
feared
ส
by
อง
many lawbreakers.
สาม
The marshals
สี่
tried to get the Daltons to
เอ้ย
surrender.
เอ้ยเอ้ย
Gotta wait for something.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were
Ê.
far too proud to ever lay down their
Ê.
guns.
รีโหลด
They went in there alone to confront those
โทษที
criminals.
เอ้าทำไมมีบันไดลงมาเอานั่นก็ไปเลย
One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around
nan
to
đi
the
nè.
back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting.
ด้วยโอเคขึ้นบันไดนี้
From above.
มา
Fortunately, a
มึง
water tower was right there.
ขอยิงให้ยับ
A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did it. It was brave men like him who risked their lives to
Đây này.
tame this
เออ
wild
เหรอ
country.
เว้ยเยอะนั่นแหละได้มุมดีๆแล้วกระสุนพร้อม ทุกอย่างพร้อม1 2 3เอาแล้วนะ
We got company.
Heroic men like him who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this
เอา
country
นี้สิ
free.
ไปย้อนเงิน
Jim
ไปไหน
Boone,
กัน
Davy Crockett, who died defending the
อ๋อ
alley.
อ๋อใส่เร็วงี้ได้ใช่กูก็ลืมว่ากูเคยมาลุยไปไหนต่อไปนี้ไงไหนประตู
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch!
โอเคอีเอาไง
Over there!
วุบลบเบตเมทริกพร้อมลุยต่อย่า
Silas Greaves.
What the hell?
Bland, bland. He came away victorious,
Hử?
taking down those thieving Daltons.
หัวระเบิด
His name is Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened.
ย้อนไปย้อนมา
It was early evening, not high noon. I was late to the party and Coffeyville was already up in arms. The Daltons blew up a safe and were all set to hightail it out of there.
Oh.
Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
โอ้โหบ๊อบ The Dalton Brothers
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeyville.
มาเฮดช็อตไปนี้เนาะฮึบ
Hey, you got us the evil.
Those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. The problem was, they knew the town better than I did. To top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up at
Whoa.
somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, because those two families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths. Since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeyville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes.
ปูมยอดมือปืนอาหารการนะโว้ยไม่มีใครเลยไม่อยากให้เธอท้อไม่อยากเป็นพ่อเด็กงั้นนี่เหรอโอเคไปทางนี้เลย
Dalton boys knew I would never give up.
Whoa.
Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least two of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
โว้วไม่ได้แดกกูหรอกนะ
It was Emmett, the youngest.
โว้อะไรกันนะ
He decided to stand his ground and face me down.
โอเค
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it is for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for life.
โว้
Beat you like a red-headed stepchild.
โอเคเสร็จเป็น1 ศพ
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23
3
times.
times
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him?
เรียบร้อยอีก1
That boy had grit.
โอเคนั้นจะลงสตรีมแล้วเพราะว่ามันเยอะนะโอเคเจอกันใหม่พรุ่งนี้นะโอเคไปละบายบีเดี๋ยวมาต่อพรุ่งนี้เป็นพาร์ทที่2ไปละ